Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video we are going to talk about pharmacogenomics part 1. What is pharmacogenomics? Pharmacogenomics is the study of how genes impact how a person reacts to medications. This field combines pharmacology, the science of drugs, and genomics, the study of genes and their functions, to create effective, safe medications that can be prescribed based on a person's genetic makeup. Many current drugs are one-size-fits-all, but they do not work the same way for everyone. It can be difficult to predict who will benefit from a medication, who will not respond at all, and who will experience negative side effects, called adverse drug reactions. Researchers are discovering how gene variants affect the body's response to medications. These genetic differences will be used to predict whether a medication will be effective for a specific person and which dose will aid in the prevention of adverse drug reactions. Clopidogrel resistance, warfarin sensitivity, warfarin resistance, malignant hyperthermia, Stevens-Johnson syndrome, toxic epidermal necrolysis, and thioporine S-methyltransferase deficiency are all conditions that affect a person's response to certain drugs. What role do genes play in how medicines work? Just as our genes influence our hair and eye color, they also influence how our bodies react to medicine. Genes are DNA-encoded instructions for constructing protein molecules. Different people can have different versions of the same gene. Each version has a slightly different DNA sequence. Some of these variations are common, while others are uncommon. And some have an impact on health, such as gene variants linked to certain diseases. Scientists are aware that certain proteins influence how drugs work. Pharmacogenomics studies gene variations for these proteins. These proteins include liver enzymes that change drugs chemically. Chemical changes can sometimes make drugs more or less active in the body. Even minor differences in the genes for these liver enzymes can have a significant impact on the safety or effectiveness of a drug. One liver enzyme, known as CYP2D6, is involved in the metabolism of 1/4 of all prescription drugs. It converts the painkiller codeine, for example, into its active form, morphine. The CYP2D6 gene has more than 160 variants. Many are differentiated by a single difference in their DNA sequence. Others have seen more drastic changes. The majority of these variants have no effect on how people react to the drug. Individuals commonly have 2 copies of each gene. Some individuals, however, have hundreds or thousands of copies of the CYP2D6 gene. Those with extra copies produce an excessive amount of the CYP2D6 enzyme and process the drug quickly. As a result, their bodies may convert codeine to morphine so rapidly and completely that a standard dose can be considered an overdose. In contrast, some CYP2D6 variants produce an enzyme that does not function. These individuals process codeine slowly, if at all, resulting in little, if any, pain relief. Doctors can prescribe a different medication for them. How is pharmacogenomics affecting drug design, development, and prescribing guidelines? In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, monitors drug safety. Pharmacogenomic information is now included on the labels of approximately 200 medications. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, monitors drug safety. Pharmacogenomic information is now included on the labels of approximately 200 medications. This information can assist doctors in tailoring drug prescriptions for individual patients by providing dose guidance, potential side effects, or differences in effectiveness for people with specific gene variants. Pharmacogenomics is also being used by pharmaceutical companies to develop and market medicines for people with specific genetic profiles. Drug companies may be able to accelerate drug development and maximize therapeutic benefit by studying a drug only in people who are likely to benefit from it. Furthermore, if scientists can identify genes that cause severe side effects, doctors could only prescribe those drugs to people who do not have those genes. This would allow some people to receive preventative medicines that would otherwise be banned due to a risk to others. How is pharmacogenomics affecting medical treatment? Currently, doctors prescribe drugs based primarily on a patient's age, weight, gender, and liver and kidney function. Researchers have identified gene variants that affect how people respond to a few drugs. In these cases, doctors can choose the most appropriate medication and dosage for each patient. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask. I hope you liked it, and if you are, please giving it thumbs up and subscribe, as well as ring the bell to be alerted when new videos are become available. Thank you for watching.